what's up guys, Ruler of Souls here, and today I'm gonna try some RimWorld, because you know, I've played a little bit of it, I won't lie. I think I haven't got too far, but I figured might as well, you know, try it again. I haven't played it in a good long while, so try it, see how far we get, and go from there. Now, as you guys, I'm sure most of you know, RimWorld is a sandbox where you just basically start off with 3 crash landers. Majority of the time you can switch up, you know, your scenario. You know, you can change up different things. But for our playthrough kind of thing, we're going to be doing the crash landed, which is three people from space land on the planet. You start off with 800 silver, 50 package meals, 30 medicine, 30 components, a bolt action rifle, revolver, play steel knife, I don't know how to say it, flak pants, flak vest, plus steel advanced helmet, random pet, steel 450, and wood 300, as long as the map is scattered with ship chunks, 3 ship chunks, 720 steel, and 7 package survival meals. Now, so I'm gonna choose this one, and then now we can choose the storyteller. And the storyteller usually, my bad. The storyteller allows random events to happen. So depending on who you choose, say Cassandra Classic, she creates story events on a classic, increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events, then give breathing room, then come back to push more. And depending on the difficulty that you choose is how intense the random attacks can be, as well as the storyteller. Like Phoebe Chillax, Phoebe gives a lot of time between disasters to build your colony, but be aware, at high difficulties, she'll hit hard as anyone. And then we have Randy Random, who's just a freaking dick, and he doesn't follow the rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story of triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama for him. Warning: since Randy is truly random, he will sometimes send extremely difficult or unfair groups of events at you. Make for high drama and unavoidable sacrifices. Now I'm just gonna go with Cassandra Classic, and I'm just gonna go with a good old classic medium. I'm gonna choose. Hold on. And we'll go with commitment mode. We're gonna make this just a little tough. Now you can choose your seed and random seed, all this globe coverage and stuff, but I'm just gonna let that be for now. Oh boy. Okay. And now we're here. So this is where you get to choose a spot to crash land. Now you see houses like this, and this is for other factions, I believe. Yeah, these are other factions. And later on in the game, you can actually send some of your colonists to these factions to try to like gain resources or trade, other kinds of stuff. These ones, I believe, are just, yeah, these are the bad factions. These are the guys who want to kill you at every fucking corner. But as for us, I believe we're gonna crash land somewhere. Let's see here. I'd probably say somewhere right along these lines. Not right there. Right next to the, well, Actually, you know what? We'll go down here. We'll say like right here. Here. That way we have some other people to trade around with, and we're kind of close to some of the other factions. Now here's where the customization really comes key. So I only start with 3 people. Now each 3 of these people have different health conditions, different relationships, they have different skills such as melee, construction, mining, they have medical, social, intellectual. Sometimes they're incapable of other things, and then sometimes they're just good to go. So it kind of depends. They also have some traits. This one's a cannibal apparently. Yeah, so he's a cannibal. He's also an optimist, and then also he has a thing for medical. So usually what the little flame means is that they have an interest, and depending on how big that flame is how interesting they or how interested they are in this field. And so if they're interested, that means that they'll learn it faster than say, so he'll learn medical faster than say animals or plants or any of the other skills. Now this guy, he seems pretty average. He doesn't have any really good skills right now, but we can definitely work those up. He's not incapable of anything, which is nice. So let's go over to Ashley Sheriff. Okay, so she has asthma in both left lung and right lung, and a bite scar. However, even though those are kind of bad, she does have an interest in shooting, melee. She has a very large interest in medical and social. Now these skills could come in handy. Let's go ahead and check out the traits. So she's an undergrounder, has no need to experience the outdoors or life. She will never feel coped up or get cabin fever. No matter how long she stays inside, it is not bothered by darkness. Slowpoke. She's kind of slower though. Ashley abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals and avoids alcohol and pleasurable drugs. That's not a bad thing. The chemicals and stuff I'll get into later, but for right now I'm just gonna kind of leave those alone. She's not incapable of anything, so I think I am gonna keep her even though she does have some health problems. Let's go on to Codex. Now Codex has no health problems. No, I didn't even. So Ashley doesn't have any relations either. However, with Codex we have he's incapable of social, firefighting, and mining. So that could be a problem. But he's really good in construction, and he's really willing to learn that. He's intellectual and kind of learning that. He's pretty good at shooting. He also is a little interested in learning that, as well as the melee. Now he is a pyromaniac, so he will never extinguish fires, and he will start fires. He will start fires and won't put out fires. Now I don't know, he's kind of nice, but let's go ahead and take a look at just a few of these other people and see if there's by chance anything better than what he has. Because she has an interest in shooting as well as social. She's not incapable of anything. She is a body purist, believes the human body is limited. To her, artificial body parts are unethical and disgusting, so she won't ever have like a robotic arm or a heart transplant or anything like that. Let's see here. I think we're gonna go with Hurdle. So I'm gonna drop you there. I'm gonna drop Hurdle here. And let's go ahead and start this. Three of you wake in a crypto sleep, sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Ooh, that was really loud. Hold on, guys. Ooh. It's still really loud. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on pause, because down here it tells you the temperature outside, the weather, it tells you what hour it is, the day, the year, as well as the season, because it does turn to winter. And then down here we have some other stuff I won't really get into for right now, but as well as a speed up time, pause, and play. So, as I said before, we started off with some simple objects, so we're going to press F on these just to make sure that people can pick them up. And we also have a Labrador Retriever. Yeah. So the important thing for us right now is to go ahead and get started building on a place to live. Now, we don't really have a lot of space per se in terms of mountains. Or like, what I mean by that is we don't have a lot of space to build inside the mountains. So what I'm thinking is I might kind of build inside this as well as build an outside perimeter kind of thing. Maybe at some point we can connect these two with some walls, and then we can build in this guy too. My only concern is that there's probably something in here, because look, this is a different kind of stone. But let's see here. For now, I'm going to go ahead. Oh yeah, so my bad guys. So we have the architect over here, and this is where you can build all your stuff. So we can build furniture, you know, you can build tables, beds, all kinds of stuff. But for right now, we're gonna go right over here to orders. Oh wait, no, I lied. I haven't played this in a while. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna go to structure. We're gonna build just simple wooden walls, and we are going to build them about a 7 by 18, and just see what that gets us. There we go. And then we are gonna need 3 houses, which is exactly what these are gonna be. So we're gonna do that there, and that there. And now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Because the thing is, your settlers will get kind of unhappy if their house isn't big enough. Oops, not that. Yeah, if the house isn't big enough, they kind of get kind of cramped, so they don't really like to, what is that? Oh, he's throwing up. I was like, what is that? So which one of you has the best shooting right now as we speak? Okay, so it's gonna be Hurdle. So Hurdle, go ahead and equip that bolt action. And then we'll leave, actually, you know what, go ahead and wear that. And then after that, you're gonna go and put on the vest. You'll be like our military guy, the guy who's not afraid to get dirty, you know? Go ahead and equip him with that. And then after that, we're gonna have him equip the advanced helmet. And then Ashley, we're gonna have you pick up the revolver. Okay, and so we do have some medicine there, which is good. And if I am correct, yeah, there is right there. We have ship chunks. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that alone for now, because we need to get started building these houses as soon as possible, so our settlers have a place to sleep for the night. Now we're gonna go over here to furniture, and we don't need double beds or royal beds or anything like that right now. That's only if your settlers come to get married and fall in love and stuff, which can happen. In this game, your settlers can fall in love. You can put up a marriage spot and they can get married and such, which I think is a pretty neat feature. Now we do have some buffalo, so obviously you can go hunting, which we're gonna have to at some point, because food won't last forever. We do have these packaged survival meals, but they are eventually gonna run out. And when it runs out, we need to have a backup plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit just so we can get past this building right here. It will take a little bit. I'm also gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to orders, and we're gonna go and chop wood. And we're just gonna kind of get rid of some of the trees in this area, because we need to get rid of the trees in here anyways, as well as here. Can I actually get rid of these? I don't know. No, so we can't get rid of those yet because those are too small. Alright, so she's already sleeping. That's interesting. And then, so we do have some rocks in here that we will need to get rid of. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I think I know what's going on. Okay. So you see how he's kind of not building anything here? He's not really doing anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to assign. Oh, no, not assign. My bad. We're going to go to work. And now each person, you can assign them to different works. So if I don't want Acevedo to do art, I can just take it off. And if I do want to do something, just boom, there you go. real simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and go plant cut for these guys, as well as construct for them, because I don't know why that was auto put on. So now he should soon get to work. Maybe. What is he doing here? Needs. And they also do have needs. See, so 8 without a table, unsightly environment, he's uncomfortable, but he has recreation satisfied, initial optimism, very low expectations, so... Oh, and then we have the Labrador, so let me get into the dog. So the animals, we can train them, so he's in tameness and obedience. His master is Ashley Bond, and so we can also train him to get released, so they will attack enemies or any creatures that would want to attack us. He can also rescue, so say one of our colonists gets injured really badly, can't walk anymore and such, the dog can actually pull him back into somewhere safe while the rest of the people fight off the incoming invaders. He can also haul. So say they cut down a tree and they leave, what, like some wood there? Then the dog will actually go pick up the wood and bring it over here to where the construction needs to be, or to wherever the storage is. Speaking of which, I need to make an animal sleeping box for him. And I guess they're just... I forgot though, I do need to assign these beds. So I'm gonna assign this to set owner. And this one will do hurdle. This one will go ahead and do Acevedo. I don't know how to really pronounce that. And then come tomorrow, before I get all started digging in the mine, I am going to want to go over here to production, or not production, my bad. I'm going to go over here to zone, and we're going to create a growing zone. Now the growing zone obviously is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to grow crops and stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll start with an 8x8. And then over here we'll do another 8x8. Now this one is going to be a potato plant. This one, however, is going to be a rice plant. Now the rice they grow at different rates, and they only grow when the sun is hitting them, unless you research some technologies to keep a constant light on them. So now the rice plant does grow faster than the potatoes. The potatoes take a while, but they fill more, whereas the rice doesn't fill as much, but it grows faster. Now, we aren't going to always want to eat the rice raw. So what we're going to have to do when we get to that point is create a nutrient paste dispenser. And that will turn the rice into a non-tasty nutrient paste, which then our colonists can eat without having to worry about getting food sickness. So now that that's taken care of, we can put this back here. And let's see here. I believe I did put everybody on... Oh, you know what though? We need to do this. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we are going to make some security. So we're going to be putting some sandbags kind of around here. Just that way, so we have some cover in case anything were to happen. Now we do have some steel, however, what I'm going to go ahead and do now that I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and build into this guy here, and this will kind of be like our storage area. Do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this. There we go. So make sure everybody's on mine. So now what they're doing is they're taking the steel and they're building up the sandbags. and sometimes the construction will fail. And if the construction does fail, it will sometimes consume the resource, even though it didn't build. So you kind of want to make sure that you guys know what they're doing, so then that way they can build without costing you resources. Now hopefully they get to mining here soon, because I want to get all this stuff out of the rain, because items do have durability, and it does go down, see deteriorating because of unroofed and outdoors. So my hope is that after this they will get to mining. And then we also are going to need a dumping stockpile zone. Now the dumping stockpile zone is pretty self-explanatory. You just take your stuff and you just dump it. It's where all the trash goes. See, and I like these. I could just order these and haul things, and it'll take them to the dump zone because we don't really have any use for the rocks right now. Now she actually started to get mining, and I'm not sure if she was. No, so she doesn't have really any interest in it. She's not very good at it. However, Axel is interested in it, and though it's not high, it'll go up fast. Then no mining at all. As you can see, he's taking quite some time. I also forgot to assign this to Ashley. And usually the dog does sleep in there. I don't know where he is. Where is our dog? So we go to animals here. Oh, okay, he's in here. Let's check his needs and see. So right now he's doing okay on food. He's getting just a little low. Let's check on our other survivors here. Or other colonists. So ate without table, slept in the cold, awful room. Yes, they will complain about the rooms. Unsightly environment. It's absolutely horrific. Awful bedroom, no table, cold, minor pain. And that's because of the asthma and the right leg bite scar. So it's about the same. Nobody's doing bad per se. We will have to go hunting here a little bit. I just want to try to get this goat first. I'm actually going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is just cancel a chunk of it. That way they don't get too heavy into mining and we forget about our other stuff. And then what we're also going to want to do is we are going to want to build a butcher table. So that way when we kill the animals, we can obviously make them into food. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the butcher table right here. And it is outdoors, so what we're going to have to do to make sure we don't get that penalty, let's just take some wood walls here. Sorry about that cut there, guys. And so what I was saying was we're going to have to put the walls here, and then we're going to put a door right there. And so what that'll do is that'll enclose the area, and it'll become roofed, and it'll be considered inside now. And it's just temporary. I'm only going to do that just for now. And then afterwards, what I'll do is I'll move it to somewhere a little more good looking, I guess. I'll do a little more work with it. And nobody's really... That concerns me, that nobody's really mining this out, just because we do need to start moving the items into there. Oh, you botched the construction. See, guys, this is what I was talking about. So look, we didn't get any resources back, so we're gonna have to get an entire new thing of wood to craft that. We got Hurdle trying to mine, but he got distracted by something. He's roofing up the place. Ashley's being a lazy ass and not doing nothing at all. Oh, and you guys see this? Okay, so if you scroll on that, it'll tell you it's silver in the bottom very left. And so silver is going to be used for trading. So when you get a trader, silver is the currency that for buying stuff. And you can find some, as well as selling stuff in order to get more silver. These guys are over here mining. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is P on these guys. And so they'll take those to the dump zone all the way up here. Okay, and so now we got our butcher table. So when we kill animals, so say our Labrador kills that squirrel or something. Oh. So we got visitors. An addiction council from Casolaria is visiting the colony. He is named Sammy Garador. He seems to have a few items to trade. So we'll go ahead and jump to this location over here. So what he's going to do is he's going to go all the way around and back over here. These guys are continuing to mine right now as we speak. I'm going to go ahead and speed up this process a little bit. And then also, who is the best with social? Because you do want the person with the most social to do the trading, as they can get better prices and such. So when it gets closer to the base, I will go ahead and I'm going to put Ashley in draft mode. And what I'm going to do is right click on him. In draft mode, you can order your colonists to go to different areas, or you can order them to pick up certain things. However, I'm going to right click on Sammy and do trade with Sammy. So right now he has a poor cloth jacket, some medicine, some components, packaged survival meals. And so right now, let me see here. I'm going to go ahead and not trade. And so I'm sure you guys saw that. Look, you can try to arrest Sammy. And so what happens if you try to arrest him is, if you arrest him, you'll need to have a little house thing. And then what you'll do is you go to zone, or not zone, my bad. You're going to put a bed in there. So say I go in here, and then you can, maybe it'll, there you go. And you can set it for prisoners. And so what happens if you have a prisoner is, over time, you can have somebody talk to them and eventually have them recruit your colony. A tactician from Calceria is passing by. She's named Anna Yoder. She's very good at shooting. Cooking's pretty alright. Medical and intellectual. However, she's incapable of social and artistic. She is a careful shooter though. And she is greedy. So, now, people are sleeping because obviously it's night, so we're going to go ahead and speed this up. I'm not going to risk taking anyone prisoner right now because we don't really have the supplies to be able to do that right now, as he does have a gun. She's just a traveler. If he wasn't here, I'd probably go for her, but they are from the same faction, and making enemies with factions can sometimes have a negative impact. Oh, let's see. And he is leaving. So, we have a total of, oh, Okay, and since it looks like you'll be here for a while, Hurdle thinks you should give your faction a name. What should your faction be called? We'll call ourselves the Soul Rulers. Hurdle thinks you should give the settlement a name. What should the local settlement be called? We'll name it after the YouTube channel. There we go. Your faction is known as the Soul Rulers, and this community is now known as Ruler of Souls. Alright, so moving back over here, they're getting back to mining. Now what I think I am going to do... I'm trying to click on the dog. Ah! No, get over here! Sorry about that. Anyways, I do believe that we should go hunting here soon. Now the problem is, if we do go hunting, we are going to need a refrigerated area to make sure our food lasts longer, because it will spoil after a certain amount of time, unless it's refrigerated or frozen, one of the two. And in order to do that, we are going to need energy. And in order to get energy, we're going to need wind turbines or wood-fired generator, chem fuel power generators, such things like that. And then we'll also have to make... Oh! So put that on pause. So there is a mad rat, and it will attack everyone it sees. So this is where I'm going to set these two in charge. And the mad rat is going to try to run in there. And there you go. Stupid rat. His neck shot off. Body, gunshot, revolver. Thankfully those guys, some rats, man, they can be pretty vicious. They'll give you rabies and stuff. I don't know if that's actually a real thing in this game, but they can be pretty vicious. So we have a small colony getting started here. We have very few resources now, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is send you, or actually no, go ahead and use those. Then where was that ship chunk? Oh, here. So what I'm going to do is, or no, what I'm going to do is, actually, I keep lying, I'm sorry guys, I don't know what I'm doing right now. So these guys are getting pretty far in with the mining. We have our dog there, and so now that it's raining, your colonists will get kind of unhappy because if they're in the rain too long, because nobody wants to be in the rain forever. And another thing that is a downside to mining inside these caves is they will get very, very unhappy. You know, you're in a cave mining in the dark, and I think we can light it up in there if we put this right here. Put this right there, and this right there. And now we go to sleep, and we wake up to another day. So right now we're doing pretty okay. Oh, I just realized we had some packaged meals down here. Oh, and we also have some jade. Now, I don't quite remember what you can do with jade. Maybe you can use it for trading purposes, but other than that, I'm really not too sure. Alrighty, so everybody's just getting hard in the dirt mining. And we are just about finished there. Our plants are looking pretty well. It's 30. Our potato plants are 30% growing. Our rice plants are 50% growing. And like I said, we are gonna want to build a nutrient paste for the dispenser for these, because eating the rice raw can give you or can give your colonists stomach bugs and can give them food poisoning. So you do want to watch out for that. Now what I'm going to do is, we don't need all three of you on Hall, so I'm going to take off you, and I want you to work on like constructing and doing other stuff that's more critical. However though, we do have that cleared out, so now we're going to make a stockpile zone. And so the stockpile zone will allow us to move our items over there, such as the packaged survival meals and clothes and such for now. So we are low on food, low on medicine, minor break risk, hurdle. So now that that's the case, we are going to want to build some recreation. So we're going to go ahead and make a... Oh, there's a new chunk of spacecraft right there, landed right next to these other two. So we're going to go ahead and deconstruct this one and see what any goods we can get out of it. She's just kind of roaming around right now. Oh, there she goes to bed. So overall, things are looking to be a little bright. We are working our way up. Slowly but surely, we are building up our colony. Alright, see, now we got a horseshoe pin, so they had some recreation. So that way we can make sure that they actually have some fun stuff to do every now and then, and that it's not going to drive them mad from being bored and always just working. We are going to want to put the torches in there, as well as finish moving out these guys. I am going to allow them to work with that just so they can get rid of that rat, so it's not decomposing right there. There we go. And see, they'll just take it up here, and eventually the rat will decompose and it'll be just bones. How are you doing, Mr. Lab? He's doing pretty good. No health conditions whatsoever. Now, in order to train, which we can do, we can train him in all these categories right here. However, in order to do that, it will cost food. And so right now we don't have any dog food, which otherwise known as kibble. We don't have any... Oh, we're getting raided. A group of pirates from the Companions of Strife have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. So there's only one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Ashley right there. I'm going to put Hurdle right there. And so he's going to make his way over here. Now, this is why I built the sandbags, because they offer you cover, so that way if you're getting shot at, there's a chance that the shots won't, or the bullets won't hit your colonists, but rather the sandbags. So he's about in range now, and Hurdle's gonna take off a couple shots. Ashley's gonna begin to fire as well. Now I'm gonna move you real quick. I'm also gonna move you over there. Run, Ashley, run! Okay, so Ashley got hit by that knife, so she has a bruise from the knife, as well as her right humerus is cracked. So what we're going to do is we're going to have her go ahead and rest. He is dead. We're going to go ahead and pick up that. So now Ashley's injured, which is not good. So we're going to have to heal that. So now we're going to go to work, make sure that everybody is capable of... Let me see, where is it? Doctor. And of course Ashley's the one, so we're going to have to keep him. So we're going to prioritize taking care of her. So what he's going to do is he's going to go up here and he's going to grab some of this medicine. And from there the medicine is going to be dragged down and brought to Ashley. We also have some silver here. Let's go ahead and speed things up here just a little bit. We got Hurdle. I forgot to take him off of draft mode. So he's gonna patch up Ashley. And there you go. So she's all patched up for now. Her sight's okay. Her talking and everything else is weakened for the most part. She is okay though. She'll make probably a full recovery and be okay. Now my only concern... Sorry about that cut again, guys. Just everything that can go wrong is going wrong today. But anyways, what I was saying is that I really hope that my... what's it called? That my colonists will move these supplies here soon, because they are deteriorating rather quick, and that is to be of concern. But on that note, go sleep and wake up in the morning. You know, guys, honestly, oh, what was that? And there we go. So Ashley is good to go. She's fully healed. She's gonna eat. And then she's... fucking clicker. Hauling steel knife. Okay. So, now that we've taken care of that, what I'm going to do... Now what we are going to do is... obviously this isn't everything that's in the game. However, in order to get more things, we need to build the simple research bench. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to build it right there with the butcher table. Now, in order to get more items, we're going to have to research them, which doesn't require any resources or anything like that, but it does require one colonist to be researching it at all times in order to finish the research. So we're going to go ahead and get started building on that, because in order to get power, yeah, we have the wind turbines and stuff, however, we have nothing to store the power, so we are going to have to research batteries, and then we're going to have to connect the wind turbine to the batteries in order to store the energy. However, I am glad though that they are moving these items over there, because I was beginning to get kind of worried. I'm also going to go ahead and build a wooden door here. That way it's fully sheltered off and the items won't deteriorate. See, because like it's still considered outdoors. We're gonna have to chop more wood here. So I'll go ahead and get rid of all those trees in this area. Alright, cool. And then, now we've been building some torches in here. Okay. And the rice is just about done. Now what I am going to do in the coming days, have Hurdle go do some hunting. Now I'm not going to hunt anything too big yet, because he's not 100% accurate with the gun. Like, I'm not going to go and hunt down a buffalo, but I might go and hunt down, say, this turkey. Which is probably what I'm going to do right after he wakes up, because I can trust my colonists to actually go ahead and start building in here. And we'll just build like that for right now. Okay, so now we got Hurdle, so I'm gonna have him go over here, and we're gonna go and hunt down this turkey. Okay, we're gonna have you back up just a little bit. Oh, right there. And we're gonna fire at the turkey. Okay, we missed the first shot. The turkey. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, and we are gonna allow him to do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and pause you. And so if we go over to the butcher table here and we do bills, add a bill, and we're gonna butcher a creature. And we're only gonna do it one time. Or we do it 2 times. There we go. Now that should automatically allow them to take the turkey and do exactly that, butcher it. And now what we need to do is go to cook. And just allow everybody to do some cooking. And another thing is we need to go over here into here, storage. We're going to go right down here. We're going to do corpses, animal corpses, and we're good. From there we'll put all animal corpses in the future in there. We're going to go to Ashley here, and she's already, so she's already getting the turkey. Go ahead and grab that. And so she's going to get to work slicing up that turkey. And there we go. We also got some bird skin from that. Now we are also going to need to craft we're going to need to make a fueled stove, which we will put we'll put it, well, you know what, we'll just put it in there. We don't really have much of a place to really put it right now. So we do have some turkey meat. However, again, it's not refrigerated, so it will spoil in about 2 days. So we're going to go over here, and afterwards, once that's done, we'll cook the turkey meat. Because as of right now, oh, actually, never mind, it's finished. So I give nothing attention. So now that that's done, we're going to go over here to research. And we have quite a few amount of things to begin researching. However, we're going to first focus on building... Let me see here. Electricity, air conditioning, auto door. Usually the batteries are in here, but... Oh, there it is. I'm just dumb, guys. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get researching on the battery. And now we need to add a bill and just to cook a simple meal. And there we go. However, we are going to need some more wood, which I'm assuming somebody's going to do here eventually. And now we are going to go over here to cook. Nobody's really the best in it, so I'm not going to keep worried about it for now. Oh yeah, we can also cook the rice. I forgot about that. So he'll bring that right in here. And he's going to eat it. Now the cooked rice is better, obviously, because you'll cook it and so you don't have to worry about getting infection or anything like that. let's say your colony is looking to be going in the right direction. However, I think I am going to call it there for this video. And I will definitely be making a part 2 about this one. I'll probably play it all the way through until either this colony dies, or until we get so far that there's like nothing to do anymore. However, on that note, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys would like to leave a comment as well as a like, I'd really appreciate it. And if you're feeling extra generous to me, I would really appreciate you guys hitting that subscribe button. It would absolutely mean the world to me. And on that note, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I just wanna be the one you love. I just wanna be the one you love.